getting these catches on people with Tiny. The Spectre haunts in. They've got Hoodwink to scout. Bristleback is the one that's going to be like showing and pushing tower somewhere. And then their reactions can be very strong. We'll see how it goes. Game 1 of this best of 3. And get ourselves out onto this map with Gaimin Gladiators already 5-man smoking. Getting into position for these early wards.
Not Rocket is ready.
Very good.
Mostly, I would be focused on these first 15 minutes. That was the success of gaming before, and like you just play a game that seems a little bit back and forth, not so bad for you, and then you look at the gold graph and gaming is 4,000 gold ahead in minute 12, and it just skyrockets from there. So if I'm passion UA, I'm trying to avoid this. Trying to stabilize the game early and just work from there. They're gonna do a late smoke, which will probably end up running into Quinn. Yep.
Yeah. There he is. How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Tiny just looks at him. I'm still trying to figure out where they want to go. Oh, late ward comes down out of the smoke, so Gaimin Gladiator is not going to get that bit of information. Now they show on the top bounty rune, though. Gaimin Gladiators get themselves out of there, but it's going to be a sneak down at bottom. Mr. Bristleback comes and gets the bounty rune, so 3 the way of passion.
The late smoke power helps you have more information. All player enemy. So, where are we focusing on? The Snot Rocket lane? Top lane with LC? I think there's most of the action is gonna happen bottom with the meta and stuff, but then again, LC lane always kind of interests me. Like, how is this LC gonna do?
Especially with the Tofu Muerta. And right now, currently getting clicked down by Cracker Phoenix. Fire Spirits is one hell of a thing, but he's dragged the wave here. It's getting a little awkward for this Phoenix now.
Blood grenade. Dead shotted.
And he's just gonna die.
Outplayed by Tofu, you know. This is what happens when you play against big dogs. Get a little bit excited. I'm
doing so much damage, guys. I'm doing so much damage.
I'm killing him. I'm killing him. I guess I'm dead.
I'm just dead. As soon as that creep wave aggroed on him, it's like, yeah, you're in trouble there, bud. And then down at bottom, we've got Terrorblade with 9 armor, and then what is it, 12 when he's under tower, plus Frost Shield when Lich hits level 2. So you have that 60% damage reduction.
That's a lot of armor.
Oh, I don't know if they can really do anything to Watson down here. This Terrorblade pick seems pretty powerful. So this bot lane is more about keeping Bristle alive and farming. Maybe killing the Lich if they can.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a chance on level 3, the level 2 echo shot. Doesn't matter if you have... Like, it's a lot of armor, but they can still, like, threaten both of them. It just adds up.
I guess whoever you put the Frost Shield on, they're going to focus the other.
Exactly.
Swap target. As soon as that gets used. Oh, Quinn.
Quinn?
That's a lot of tower damage.
Whoa.
Fairy Fire keeps him alive with the bottle charges too.
Whoa.
Water runes to bottle up as well, but that was pretty close. I'm guessing toss back into tower. And both Tiny and Earth Spirit have these displacement abilities through Boulder Smash and Toss.
Imagine starting off with Qualifier by soul killing the Quinn.
Oh, that would feel so good, wouldn't it?
That would be quite a boost of confidence.
Quinn opens the player menu, hits mute teammate on everyone.
Quinn clicks on this on niche and like, who is this guy? What rank is he? What is this?
How is he so good? Quinn's gonna give him a few hits in that mid lane, but we're seeing Celery down bottom, Frost Shield himself and run away while the Metamorphosis Watson Terrorblade zones out Batiuk and Fernandes. So they back themselves away, and Terrorblade's gonna control the creep wave. That's Bristleback. A pretty hefty wand, got a blood grenade thrown at him. Celery was like, maybe we can go on this. Not enough to get through all those one charges he had. And then Phoenix dives away top. Looks like Ace and Tofu, with that earlier kill, have managed a real commanding lead in this top lane. 19-5 Legion, 14-0 Spectre.
It's already a favored Legion lane. Give a first blood on top of it. It's gonna make it even more difficult. Just as we talked about, premier team like Gaimin, they'll advance on the mistake you make. They'll make you suffer for it, even the little ones.
Quinn gets both of his water runes sniped out by a Hoodwink and a Tiny. Good movement there from the Hoodwink. Just a swing mid. And Bristleback not too bothered now. And gets himself a level 3. And Watson going to protect his Lich there as he gets a half pull through to the small camp. So far, very good for Gaimin Gladiators. All three of their lanes coming out ahead of their counterparts. More denies. More last hits. Looking pretty hot so far.
Already 1,000 gold difference. Sneaks a little bit below it right now, but 5. This is what we talked about. They're just very good laning stage team. Always their last hit in their lane control. In on point. Always adds on.
Watson even then just going to come in and farm out this creep camp that the Dire pulled into. We've got to start thinking about minute 6 though. We've got some pretty explosive mid lane heroes here through the Earth Spirit and the Tiny. So minute 6, active runes hitting level 6 pretty soon. I'll go in on Quinn, but that bushwhack not landing doesn't help. And already, 5 minutes 20 into the game, you've got a couple of supports rotating, looking for this active rune. Gaimin Gladiators in position first. Celery down bottom. And Crystallize up top, getting zoned completely out of lane though while this is happening. So in the side lanes, Gaimin Gladiators coming out victorious while they're waiting for the 6-minute rune to spawn. Niche has managed to zone Quinn away for now, but the shield rune there, he's going to roll in on it, get the bottle refill. Bushwhacked for now, but he's perfectly fine. Plenty of shield.
Tiny.
And then you look at Spectre and she's zoned away from creeps.
It's very hard for Spectre to see solo in this lane. Of course, as soon as they see minute 6 approaching, they see this Phoenix lean for the rune. Ace is gonna make a little hell or crystallized up, and Tiny tried to block the roll to stop at least Quinn from getting this rune, but a little bit off there. Make a full difference there.
Oh man. Yeah, the TB Metamorphosis. Ooh, not quite enough. Those one
Million
charges
billion
again.
armor.
Come in for him.
She gets him. Action all around place.
Everywhere you look.
Aggressive dive.
So at least they get the celery kill, but losing your Bristleback there, that's got to hurt. Terrorblade blocking the camp stack as well.
16k gameplay right here.
It's incredible, isn't it? Oh, here comes the first duel of the game. The Tofu's damage and the help from Quinn. He gets the last hit as well. 10 bonus damage for your Legion Commander already. But yeah, the fact that Terrorblade has the presence of mind there to know minute 7 is coming, that means Wisdom Rune. That means the enemy support is going to pull and stack that camp to protect the rune and stack at the same time. I'm going to put an illusion there and block it up. Crystallize.
Oh, rainbow TPs. I see both of them.
I mean, you've got to come and protect the Spectre. You cannot allow Gaimin Gladiators to get away with all its aggression. They'll move on to Tofu, try and get Crystallize in onto this. With Niche taking the kill, they do just that. They rebuff Gaimin Gladiators, protect their Spectre on his top lane, but then you look at the rest of the map and you think, well, Quinn's happy about this. Watson's very happy about this.
Ooh! He gets it!
Bristol got it. The Bristol got it.
I swear to God, it looked like Earthspirit was gonna get it.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Evil's closer to it. I guess Bristol just has longer hands. All playing?
Yeah, they stuck around, not wanting
Ooh, that's a big kill for I2 Spectre. I2 Spectre's gonna get lasted for sure, man. What's happening on mid lane?
But now back to mid. The Avalanche toss was pretty huge. I do get the kill on Celery, but Niche dying back towards that mid lane. And it really is. Every lane you look at, people are dying. Definitely a big kill up top. I thought the same thing. The Spectre was going to get that last hit, but what was it? Cracker who got it? The Phoenix got the last little bit of damage in there.
And a much needed kills for passionate UA, you know. We're talking about surviving the early game, and they stabilize her a little bit. It's only gonna get harder for next 5 minutes, but every little thing helps, you know. Gonna get ran over. Win.
Yeah, I mean, a feel-good moment as well, because the game was starting to run away from them pretty quickly. Batchuk down at bottom, apparently tanky enough to withstand a lot of this early damage, still has 1 charges to play with, so with Niche and Crystallize arriving, they take down Quinn. They're blowing up this Earth Spirit and moving on to Watson. Now, he's got Sunder, he's got 20 Wand and a Fairy Fire, but he doesn't use any of them, and he dies. Lich, in the meantime, gets chased down by Ferdinand's Hoodwink, and not only did Passion UA survive, tip the scales to kind of come back from a real disastrous game state, now they're ahead.
What's happening, Garrett?
Turnaround time.
Lag? Mini lag? Spike? Something. I mean, a little bit just too greedy on the Watson side. He wanted to get the last possible HP, you know, the perfect Sunder.
There's so many things he could do, though. Tread Switch, Fairy Fire, Wand, you know? But I guess he wanted that 1 HP swap with the Sunder. Avalanche and Bushwhack is so good. That damage combination nearly bringing Quinn down immediately. Rolls onto the Phoenix and the Deadshot pushes Krecker back. A good kick with a Boulder Smash, but Quinn still chased down here with the jump from Crystallize. They've got the kill. Time after time, Passion UA come back in, striking while they feel hot. I mean, hell, they still don't have Supernova yet. It's a level 5 Phoenix, but they're playing through the Tiny, the strongest hero in this game right now.
A few minutes ago, I thought they will weather the storm as how game was looking for them. You know, it looked like they will stabilize, but this is much better than I expected, you know. It's just the combination of these heroes. You go on Bristol, but the Tiny and Hoodwink with the Spectre ulti, just so much help. And Elsie is not really involved. So the strongest hero of gaming is kind of isolated, not being thrown into these battles. And Quinn kind of struggles in this mid game that we thought he's gonna dominate.
Yeah, I mean, Earth Spirit's such a good hero when you're rolling in, magnetizing people. But Quinn so far has been caught several times now with a good avalanche into Bushwhack. You know, chain disabled before he can really get any spells off. Like, when you're an Earth Spirit and you drop to, 20% HP, you kind of think, well, magnetizing now, I'm going to die, and then it's going to be a waste, right?
Yeah.
You want these extended fights.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Playing already. So Ace is looking for a play. Sneaky one, no Quelling Blade, unfortunately, but still not get it.
That's some good damage from the Blade Mail. The duel not going to work, though, and now Ace has potentially overexposed himself. In comes Crystallize again, allowing Fernaz to get a kill. Meanwhile, Quinn and the rest of the squad have brought down Niche in the mid lane, so they can transfer that into a tier 1 tower push.
It was a decoy all the way, you know, for this rune control and the mid push, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be a good trade for gaming. 1 for 1, but you get the Arcane Rune on Quinn, you get the tower, and you TP 2 heroes bottom. On top of the dire ward, so Bristol should be just fine. Quinn also cancelled.
Yeah, as soon as the Bristol started backing up, I think Quinn realized exactly what you were saying. There's dire vision somewhere around. Celery's even going to come across and try and find it. Yeah, Celery gets the D ward, so Bristleback now a little less safe down in this bottom lane.
Standard, Bristol build. It's not rocket. Into phase boots, into pipe. Almost guaranteed every game. Gonna work very well against this Chain Frost plus Earth Spirit combination. Ace and Watson will have to do some heavy lifting.
Yeah, there's still ancient stacks to come and farm as well. So Bristleback could go and have them if he wants to. I guess Spectre could potentially come and take them alongside.
Spectre could take it, but you're kind of losing on efficiency if Spectre is taking it, you know?
Yeah, I
This
guess I was
takes
thinking
too long.
I was thinking more Bristleback starts it, and then when they're like half HP, Spectre comes and, you know, takes some of the big ones. Finish off this relic.
Bristol is like, Garrett, do I look like a support to you? Garrett?
Yes, he does.
4-man move top, scan hits. They know Spectre is still around.
She's gonna jump with Tiny's help to blow up Celery, though. Quinn is in. Magnetized now. Used
big
over on this
bushwhack.
Tiny, but this Bushwhack holds him in place. The Supernova in the back behind the Tiny. This is going to be a good one, but they'll get the dual victory first. Ace pummels Niche into the ground as this egg lands on their head. Tofu pretty low on the left-hand side, trying to get away from danger, while Quinn and Ace, they're still chasing Fernandes on this Hoodwink. Batchuk is going to push them away, but look who's arrived now. It's Watson on his Terrorblade, with Metamorphosis coming off cooldown in a couple of seconds. It's Gaimin Gladiators who will hold the top jungle. They got the big kill on Tiny.
Was it in the end? Muerta Lich for Tiny?
Yeah.
With the egg expanded. So, both teams kind of dissatisfied and satisfied at the same time about the situation.
I think it's good realization from Watson to not use Metamorphosis there. And the fight was kind of halting. He holds that meta for the next fight, which could happen any moment now. But the Terrorblade, you know, under dire vision, as was Ace a moment ago. And this gives all the information to Passion UA to go and clear the stacks with the Phoenix and the Bristleback. While Hoodwink can kind of edge forward, try and scout things a little deeper in that top jungle with the Kobold.
Kobolds
They're
are,
back and forth.
kobolds are very useful. It's a public service announcement. Not put them next to you for the gold aura with the scald with them.
Excuse me?
It gives so much vision. Vision allows you not to die, and that's how you get more gold. Tiny gets jumped on. Will is ready. Help is also sort of coming.
Niche is already half HP. That Bushwhack's good, but man, he looks pretty dead. He gets a toss off, and the dual victory wasn't there. A bit of a save from the Phoenix and the Hoodwink, just to make sure that dual win didn't happen. But now the Terrorblade's back in with the Metamorphosis to kill off the Phoenix. Gaimin Gladiators in position to go and push tier 2 top if they want to.
They're bleeding on the side of Passion UA. Trying to protect your big jungle. Maybe it's not the right direction. Maybe you want to split the map a little bit. While another blood drawn, you know, another bleed continues.
Yeah.
Seems like it's 500-600 gold every time one of these heroes dies. And now it's 4k lead for gaming.
Yeah, Passion UA taking their foot off the pedal a little bit because this Spectre, you know, wanted to get the relic, now is waiting for the talisman. Radiant's not here just yet, and that's where Gaimin Gladiators is really exploiting this window.
The good stuff for Passion UA happened when Bristol was getting gone on. Every other hero getting gone on is bad for them. So they would fight on the bottom side of the map, away from Spectre, where they could bring 5 heroes and enemy could only bring 4. And then they switched it around where Bristol cannot be involved, but LC is always there. Where are the Aetas there? Roll is ready. He's patiently waiting his target. Lyre has vision advantage here.
Look at that ward. On the high ground, sees the targets. Tofu gonna get the ulti off though, doesn't die, but the duel in the back might get the Phoenix kill as the Quinn Earth Spirit comes in just in the nick of time. Now they've magnetized and the damage back on the Passion UA.
Watson is here.
They're gonna lose Ace, but you're right, Watson has it, but there's no Metamorphosis for Watson. This Terrorblade doesn't really want to fight. So Batchuk's Bristleback,
It's
massive
3.
damage with his minus armor. Look at him just annihilate Quinn.
4.
Just like you said, playing through this Bristleback. The vision from Passion UA allowing that tiny jump to go so deep behind Gaimin Gladiators. And that's pre-Radiance. Now Crystallize has his big item.
I mean, just every single hero doing so much damage in this fight because of Bristol, but Bristol the most. The pipe was there. Earth Spirit Magnetize completely nullified. Yes, you get this jump on the Phoenix, almost perfect, but TB without meta doesn't bring anything. Passion UA using the timing perfectly, as we talked about. Fight around this Bristol. That's why they first picked him. Yes, you picked 5 different heroes to turn me around and face you. I don't care. I built pipe. You cannot kill me.
Have we seen that once this game? Has he been turned around by any of these heroes?
He's like, you want me to face you? I'll do it willingly. You don't
Yeah.
need to use any spells.
Now run.
Oh,
Now
another
run
smoke.
away as I face you.
Everything is ready. All 5 ultimates for Passionate, you know.
And this dire ward is still there. Gaimin Gladiator is going to run around the ward a little bit, but if Tofu steps just a little bit further forward, would have been spotted. But they get themselves away. This is all while Terrorblade is up top. Now his Metamorphosis is ready, but it looks like Watson trying to finish off that Manta style before really coming to get involved. So the smoke dissipates.
Radiant's
Passion UA kind of sticking around near that position bottom. They're pinging this ward. You don't really want to give up on it because it is such a good place to fight. Would have been a nice place to go and hold out. It looks like they've decided there's a new home, a new ward.
I think they feel how good of a position they have in this game. They didn't want to risk too much. Rosh will be up in 7 seconds down.
Right, yeah, he's going to swap sides, so they want to take this bottom right corner.
With the Bristol, it's not Rocket, maxed out. Ooh, they can just go and take it. They want some. That's definitely gonna be next objective with the third daytime circle. Get this Tormenta. Position yourself for this rush. Gonna do smoke first. Maybe try to go for a kill before.
But who's there?
dire
Oh, scan doesn't hit on anyone.
Radiant are scanning.
Quinn has already evacuated while the rest of Gaimin Gladiators celebrate. Oh, and Tofu both died to the Tormentor.
Perfect smoke. Smoke into double kill. Passionate on fire.
Incredible move. The unforced error. Oh, Gaimin Gladiators. They're going to realize this Roshan is free for Passion UA. There's still a couple of observer wards covering them as well. So 3 Aegis here. Nisha's going to take on the Tiny.
I was wondering who is the best Aegis carry here. I think Bristol is a little bit too hard to kill. So it was between Spectre and Tiny. So Spectre just gonna play away. Maybe give it to Tiny, maybe that's the logic. Can't really come to a full conclusion myself. I think Tiny's fine.
Yeah, it's like Bristol's going to be ignored if he has 2 lives because it's just not worth it, right? Tiny you can't really ignore when he's up in your face.
Between Spectre and Tiny. So Spectre just gonna play away. Maybe give it to Tiny, maybe that's the logic. Can't really come to a full conclusion myself. I think Tiny's fine.
Yeah, it's like Bristol's going to be ignored if he has 2 lives because it's just not worth it, right? Tiny you can't really ignore when he's up in your face.
A boomerang for Hoodwin. I think a little bit of an underrated shard got recently buffed with like 200 cast range on it.
Radiant
So
are
it's
scanning.
it's really gonna amplify this tiny damage
Dire's
and
middle
all of their
tower is
damage
under attack.
pretty much.
It's all spell damage, right? And
Yes.
spell damage, so it's Bristlebacks, Quills, everything.
Yes, as long as it's a spell,
Yeah.
it's gonna be amplified.
Radiant's
I say this so surely as if I know for sure, but you know.
No, it's one of those weird things where, you know, magic damage, resistance, reduction, whatever, is different to spell damage improvement. I remember the big one about this was the old Ether Lens. Remember where it used to give spell damage increase as well as cast range, and Death Prophet would buy Ether Lens because it improved the damage of the ghosts.
Yeah,
Because that's spell damage.
Yeah,
There's
that's
like
right.
wild stuff like that in Dota where it's like, yeah, okay, it makes sense, I guess,
oh.
if you.
Do they see the Spectre? He has no ages. Smoke breaks, so he's around.
The dead shot into duel. The dagger tries to cancel the blink, but the blade mail duel is still here. They've
Laser?
caught the Spectre. The Sunray's not enough to heal her. Passion UA get caught. Momentary lapse in judgment from Crystallize, but great strike from Gaimin Gladiators.
They
Come
want
in
to
and
fight
find the enemy
4v5.
carry. I mean,
Still a
Bristleback
spy move.
looks pretty hungry, doesn't he? Gaimin Gladiators still in the area, thinking about fighting back. They fear the Bristleback away for now, while the Terrorblade comes in behind with a Metamorphosis. They've lost the Tofu Muerta, sure, but this TB standing strong with a Chain Frost bouncing in. The egg is killed off, and there's Quinn. Straight towards the Bristleback to kill off Niche. Celery able to hide away in the Glimmer Cape, away from the Bristleback's damage, and a triple kill for Watson as Gaimin Gladiators emerge victorious. A kill on Spectre turned into so much more as Passion UA forced the issue.
They wanted to take this 4v5 fight. It turned instantly into 4v4, but there was nothing left to protect the egg. And Spectre, as you said, was just dead. Gaimin will gladly take this fight. It's as good as it gets, you know. They ignored the Tiny because of the Aegis, and he was not really in position to use this Snow Rocket, you know. He doesn't really do damage on his own on Bristol, but he's focused. He needs other people to use this minus armor he's bringing. Everybody was dead or not in position to do so.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's
Now Gaimin Gladiators with 7k lead. Pushing tier 2s. Passion UA, you're going to get a BKB on Tiny shortly.
I want to engage. I think it's a very good time for Passionate to make a move of their own. Guess what? Gaimin will fight for another move. Initiation is king, Garrett. Whoever starts the fight.
Especially with Ag's Legion. You've now got this upgraded duel with the Blade Mail, a level 15 Legion Commander, and a Hoodwink who's been blinked upon and caught. Should be able to finish this one off and get the winner as the Tiny and the Bristleback trying to get it onto this Lich in the back of the fight. Pops BKB on Niche and steps up against Quinn. But Gaimin Gladiator is going to disengage with a roll away. Ace trying to slip out of the grasp of Batchuk's Bristle here, but Niche has come in with another avalanche toss. Quinn with a roll, catching Bristle out. Silencing him now, but the Sunray Supernova, immediate focus shift. The change in target there for Gaimin Gladiators kills the egg, but they've lost Ace now, and Watson is kind of isolated on the right-hand side.
No
He's
Sunder.
been chased down with, you're right, no Sunder, but he's got Invis, Shadow Blade, the Reel was there, the Sentry on the floor, gives them the info, knows where he's gone. They lose Tiny to the left, but Celery and Tofu, not much left to give in this fight. They get one tap by Batchuk, a big right hook out of the Bristleback.
Oh, that was so much damage.
And now Tofu as well, huh? You've
Look
got
at this.
Pierce the Veil,
Oh my god.
you've got Rod of Atos, and you've got TP. Can he get out? He
Oh,
can.
he did exactly in time. I thought he overstayed his welcome. Even with killing the egg, even the fight going kinda well for gaming, they still end up losing it. It's a little bit worrisome for me. Oh, how, like, that's the key to win the fight. It's kill this egg before it does anything.
under attack.
They managed to do it every single time. Still, in the end, it wasn't enough to come ahead.
It's like you were saying in the draft, right? This Phoenix Sunray. Like Sunray plus Spectre Bristle Tiny. So good. But then you're against Legion and Earth Spirit. Like a Terrorblade as well. Really hates this massive damage coming out of the Sunray.
They need a way. They need some spells to be kept protected, you know? Either Avalanche or the Bushwhack. You know, they don't have much in between two other cores. So, and gaming, every time the egg is popped, they just kind of turn on it. That was the fight without meta, you know? I think that was huge. So, last time, game 1, the meta was kind of key. Now with the online, maybe they make a move of their own again.
Yeah, and they're starting to build break as well. Silver Edge is going to be here in a little bit for the Terrorblade. See what Legion Commander goes next, but I can imagine potentially going the same direction. I guess Muerta always buys Shadow Blade, so that could be a Silver Edge for Tofu as well.
I mean, it's an insanely good break game.
It is, right? Then you've got Quinn, who is closing in on Shiva's Guard. So we've got this next round of items for Gaimin Gladiators to play into that Metamorphosis timing. Now, here's that smoke from them.
Are scanning.
Earth Spirit is miles away up top. He's going to TP mid and grab that arcane rune, it looks like. Passion UA with an Obs Ward in their Ancients area. Looks like they're stepping back and holding an area just behind their tier 2 mid. And Tiny's going to realize Quinn shows on the wave mid. The rest of the Gaimin Gladiators swing down south into that bottom jungle, but there's nobody here.
It's the power of Terrorblade. Even though you have 4 heroes, 5 heroes not showing, your lanes are still in a very good position. Lich.
Wrong neighborhood. He
Most
gets a
assassin
ward
dead.
down. But there's no way that ward stays up, right? They've got to know.
If they paid attention, maybe, you know, sometimes game gets really intense. He's gonna miss it.
Not simply the fact there's a lich. Why is the lich here? What's he doing? Oh, that observe ward, if that stays alive, could be incredibly valuable for Gaimin Gladiators. And right now sees the bristleback, watches him run across to clear the wave bottom. And Roshan up in 20 seconds, with it becoming daytime pretty soon. Gaimin Gladiators could just start setting up for this bottom right-hand corner. It's all about clearing waves and pushing them out right now, though.
One smoke left on them, and as you said, this observer ward is very crucial. But if they don't smoke and try to invade, you know, they have a sentry on a hill. I feel like there's no vision there, but
Are scanning.
both teams having vision triangle and teams know about this rush and
The scan, the
Spectre.
Spectre, crystallize. All broken. Manta tries to run away down south, but is surrounded now. Crystallized, duel, killed.
I wonder, can you shadow step on an illusion? Anyhow, more fights mid. I'm supposed to know that.
You should be able to, right? Because you're not meant to know if it's a hero or not. It is just. It should just be a hero. Oh, Watson's gonna step away.
You need to be careful. Last time they lost a really big fight was with the Spectre being picked off a few seconds before. So just a 30 seconds away, you know. You can smoke right now, but just wait at least. It's 10 seconds to Spectre. Ace. Also under 48 damage, you know. With the shard, adds more damage retroactively.
Is under attack.
Having a pretty decent game.
Watson's pretty fearsome as well. He's going to be top of the net worth. The Silver Edge and soon to be a Bloodthorn. He sees that Roshan's alive.
Just the position on the map, it seems.
Is under attack.
This rush will be given up. Not the worst to give up rush versus the Terrorblade, as he's one of the bad Aegis carriers. You know, he'll still do fine.
Yeah.
Maybe don't even put it on him. But, you know, tell him during meta is decent.
He still wants it.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I like this
Oh, look at
decision.
that. Blink on Phoenix?
Gonna help have a better egg position. You know, maybe
cool.
on a high ground, maybe on something. I think he also feels that every egg he plays was kind of bad, and he's just gonna buy a tool to help
Huh.
in position.
I've never thought about doing that. I don't think I've ever seen a Blink Phoenix, to be honest with you.
I bought it
Solar
myself,
Crest, Radiance, Midas, whatever.
and I saw it maybe a few times. You literally, it's just, you have dive,
Blink egg.
you can go, but you can blink on high ground.
Or he sees Legion and blinks away from Legion. That's the game plan.
That's the
Blink
best
away
target
from Ace.
possible, Garrett. No. Every time they have Spectre ulti, they can just go and take these pickoffs. You know, gaming is 4K ahead, but I cannot escape the feeling that Passion UA is in a better position. Probably has a higher win probability. bold assumption, but I think so.
It just feels easier for them to play through this Bristle and Tiny.
And Spectre, of course. But
Well, it's like Spectre is that second wave, right? Like, Gaimin Gladiators need to enter the fight with Earth Spirit, and then Legion's looking for her target when Quinn forces them to show. Then Terrorblade comes in as a third. Whereas Passion UA does this. They see a target, and they are 5 heroes dogpile straight on top of somebody.
meta
Does
pop.
expose them a little bit here to the Chain Frost and the Sinister Gaze on the Tiny to the northwest. But Bristleback and Spectre trying to re-enter the fight from the east towards Watson. They'll chase Celery down and force the Terrorblade away. So that's protected the rest of Passion UA to retreat, while Quinn and Watson kind of desperate to go and follow through on this. They've got Metamorphosis going, but a dive forward, oh, that fear! Dead shot from Tofu into the break. Kills the Spectre off quickly. It looked like Passion UA were maybe making their escape there, but another good turn by Gaimin Gladiators.
Yeah, as soon as this LC is respawning, you have to bail. Enough chase on the gaming side with the Rotovators to get the big pick off, so
Dire's middle tower
the end, pretty good trade for them.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And still 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 20 on this Aegis for Watson's Terrorblade. Everyone back alive for Gaimin Gladiators. And still 40 seconds for Spectre. And pretty big waves arriving at this dire base. And Gaimin Gladiator is going to cut across the map. Tofu's hunting the Phoenix right now. Earth Spirit is right behind to try and catch up, but it's Passion UA who have brought the numbers up top. Defend Cracker, while Quinn, he's rolling in. Batuk has died mid in the meantime, but Quinn's still being chased down here by a Tiny and a Hoodwink. Does get out for the BKB and the roll.
Structures are
Safe for now. Still going to get hunted though by Niche and Fernand. Another avalanche toss into Acorn shot Bushwhack, and there's Crystallized to take him out. But this is all while your Bristleback died mid, and Watson has cracked a tier 3, and he's looking at Barracks.
3v3, Phoenix has a buyback. What
Toss
was back?
Avalanche. And he's got Sunder, Aegis, and Manta here, Watson. Frost Shield on a
bless.
Terrorblade with 35 armor, just Sunders the Spectre and sends her packing.
Dire's middle
All in all, a very good trade for gaming. Yes, you give up the Queen and Tofu, but you get this big Bristol backhand. Entire lane of frags. We didn't catch up on this Bristol kill, but I assume it was just a duel into EB hidden down. Yeah, exactly. More than enough with the break. Bloodthorn, and we see it right here. This is not a replay, but it's probably how it looked.
Holy moly. And disappears. Okay, I'm glad you're setting up for that. It was absolutely dirty. Now, Ace.
radiant are
Yeah, pivoting top here, where Bristleback and the Hoodwink are going to show on wave. Radiant scan over by the Tormentor, where Terrorblade and Lich are kind of lurking. I think there's even a Wisdom Rune over there as well for Celery.
scanning.
And Passion UA really pushed back into their base now with Tiny dead for 50. There's not even a move they can make. So maybe try and break out of their base a little bit.
Without Tiny, there's really no initiation left. You know, you have to rely on this Elevators, Bushwhack from Hoodwink against so many dispels. Against ready on Spectre. Mount will help choose a target they want. If they like have a 5v5 smoke, now there's no Aegis, you can just haunt. Maybe try to find this Legion first. Try to have a better target prioritization, because
Top tower
you know
is under
they may have a better late game whatnot on Passion UA. But at this pace where
has fallen.
gaming is having like a 1 goal GPM advantage every minute, need to do something. They need to leave this space.
Need to go and poke the angry bear. This Gaimin Gladiators right now, they are a death ball, all grouped as 5. They'll start to spread from mid across the enemy Ancients in towards that bottom lane. You know, Radiant team playing Dire Ancients area. 2 lanes under control, TB's cutting a third. prime position here for Gaimin Gladiators to be in to really choke out this map. Passion UA, what do they even see? Do they have any wards outside the base?
They have one right in front of the mid rack. No, that's a sentry. Take it back. They don't see anything. They see fear.
Is that a dire observer ward there on that cliff? It's hard. Yeah, there is. There's the dire obs up there, hidden behind a sentry. So that's the one little bit of vision out of their base they can play through, potentially. Outside of that is darkness, and that's Gaimin Gladiators now just taking full control of this map. A real, giga farm Terrorblade right now. 30,000 net worth. Scardy's up next on the menu, and he's not far away from it. If he wants to sell Dragonlance or swap something out.
One smoke left
Easily.
for Passionate. I assume they're waiting for this rush timing for it to switch houses. Then they'll make the Hail Mary smoke to the bottom lane. That's the key. Start the fight. Valerie,
Fernand's trying to make a bigger deal of this than maybe expected, as Gaimin Gladiators lose half their HP on Watson already, but he gets the Sunder down. Batjuk drops low. The Supernova Sun Ray is decently placed, though. Keeps Gaimin Gladiators pinned back, but that blink duel from the Legion Commander fires the Spectre right in the middle of the fight to dispatch with Crystallize, and the Magnetize is still going. Phoenix dropping lower. Batjuk has had to Lotus Orb to save himself and dispel it off. They buy back the Phoenix now, as Tiny Niche trying to appear from the south. Losing their Bristleback quickly, though. Quinn, he's trying to finish this off with Ace. The final touch is there, and Spectre just pulled back to die immediately after. Crystallize gone for a long time, and good game called. Gaimin Gladiators, they take game one.
I think that was Sunder talent. A lull for another Sunder on the Spectre, and this is gonna be game over. Nice try by Passion UA to go for this Lich, but survive this gaming pace, I want to say.
Well, there we go. Game two. Gaimin Gladiators did win game one, if you're just joining us here in the upper bracket. Close qualifiers for Western Europe, heading towards DreamLeague Season 25. 3 slots for Western Europe. So, again, like we had earlier, you win 2 best of 3s in a row, and you are qualified. Avilus and Navi Jr. have already won 1. And they'll be playing later on against each other. And the winner of this, of course, moves on against Tundra or Team Turkey. And there's a lower bracket to fall back on. Gaimin Gladiators. Smoke about to expire. They already got their wards down. And Passion UA kind of sitting around that mid lane. And poke their heads over the staircase mid. They are immediately met by Quinn and Celery. I guess some things never change, Milan. Picking Pango. 2025 now. It's a brand new year. New year, new Quinn, same heroes.
Can't believe you're picking Penguin 2025. You pick a real hero, bro. Watson, Bull Scout. There's a vision, man.
And we'll see if they get to de-award it or not. And the 2 for 2 bounty runes. Ace and Celery versus Patrick and Cracker. Dark Willow. Shadow Realm turn around to hit Celery, but the Blood Grenade and that damage from Watson enough to bring her down, but traded out for Celery in the end. Still a good start for Gaimin Gladiators with that first blood.
First blood. Blood grenades exchange. Definitely favoring. Gaming. See how this laning stage continues.
Tofu has yet again planted one of these deep wards. So can look for Courier Snipes, can look for, of course, Dragging Wave if he needs to. Right now, Ace just trying to lane honorably into Cracker, but that's an Ogre bullying back a Dawnbreaker. Sent back to the tower. But the next assassin has blocked a small camp and dragged the next wave. So they'll be able to gather that up.
Just gonna deliver it to Ace and go for the adventures, you know. I feel like after this series is done, I may queue up and Phoenix Pub and just go zap these creeps around the jungle because it just looks unfair. And start with a big camp in his
Yeah.
triangle.
That's what you're feeling?
Yeah, and it just looks stupid.
I don't know. I'm getting the itch to play Tiny. Seeing all these Tiny games. Dark Willow up at top. Fernand's gonna die. Another kill for this TA up at top. How are we gonna deward the large camp? Does take a bit of damage there from the Doom. Gaimin Gladiator is already dominating that top lane, and I wanted to come back around to mid because this Pango of Quinn, he's really annoying niche and keeping him quite low on HP while also outlast hitting him. Kick back though. Hey.
This is what happened game 1-2. Quinn was kind of dominating the lane, then he took it long under the tower. Awful will control the water run, so putting even more emphasis on this mid lane.
Yeah, this Earth Spirit's not happy now.
And Nyami Nyami?
Is that the noise you make when you go around the jungle zapping creeps?
This XP will be shared. So Wrecker just leaving Gyro 1-1, and yeah, you know, you have the sneaks, you have the deep lane, and he pulls out so much attention that your off lane that's supposed to struggle because of you, he's just having a solo lane.
Yeah, now Ace can drag waves, right? You can go grab the wave, pull it back. Be farm into jungle if you want to as well. Crystallize at least is going to be able to, you know, flat cannon, shove the wave, grab the lotuses when the lane is pushed out. So it gets value on the gyro at the same time.
This top lane is worrisome. You know that this is your counter pick lane. This is your pick Doom when you saw ELH and you're getting absolutely dumpstered.
Oh wow, yeah. Doom has 6 last hits. Ace is dying bottom though. Blood grenade and the rocket barrage enough to secure it. Tofu arrives with his double Sage's mask, clears up some of the creeps that are left to him.
Alpha is like Scooby-Doo meme. Oh no, you died. More XP for me. How unfortunate.
So sad.
So sad. Oh, a tragedy.
Why has he got 2 Sage's masks though? Is this just for mana regen?
Yeah. I don't know.
One
Looks
for
pretty
arcane
cool.
boots, one for fun.
It just looks pretty cool. Maybe there was some. I didn't see it before, so I cannot really comprehend.
Role playing as a 2013 Storm Spirit rushing Orchid. That's what he's doing.
It was the phase where Bat Rider would go mid with double ignite.
Yeah, you're right. There was. God, Fernand's again top lane. Being shredded by Watson. Celery again. Kind of a sacrifice here, but this allows Watson to continue fighting. Another Meld Strike on the Batiok. The Cracker is here. The Ogre bringing this Ignite. A lot of damage. The slow, but the stuns are used up. So Watson, a very smart TP, gets him home. No, gets him to top tier 1. Doesn't even go home, does he?
Yeah, he's just gonna drop the Saw for Lich. Much better choice than just running home.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm impressed he survived and TP'd. I'm super impressed he TP'd to tier 1.
bro, he's like 30,000 MMR or something, you know. It's what they do, you know. They make these decisions.
Yeah, they sure do.
Radiant's has been
Clever. Celery, though, has walked right back into it. From the frying pan into the fire. There's still an ogre here.
Not 16k move, definitely.
Because he didn't TP home. Should have just TP.
Mid lane, I mean, with so many denies, of course, we'll hit low 6 before. We'll see 5 heroes in the room, because Celery doesn't have a TP.
I need Ace to get a last hit right now. It's so aesthetically pleasing if he just Ace
Please,
just gets
please.
one last hit Ace. Nobody else. TA and Pango don't.
No! You. Nah.
Damn
Okay.
it.
6 in a row, 50-50. You see, he didn't get the last hit.
Karma.
Instant karma.
Ace. See a bit of damage on the crystallize there.
A little
Turn
bit,
around
Garrett.
on.
That's allowed to
Just
your
a
rocket,
little
bro.
bit.
That thing hurts, but he has ulti.
Magnetized top.
Solar
Yeah, he's
Guardian?
been gone on. There's Watson. He's saved up by Quinn with a Rolling Thunder, and Watson just stays in the meld hidden. The Magnetize gets reapplied though. Boom gonna juke
like,
around.
save me,
Watson's
save me.
healed by the Solar Guardian, saved by Ace, kept alive to turn around and fight with a Frost Shield here. Quinn trying to chase the Doom, but they switch targets now onto Niche. A kickback doesn't save him, and a dominating streak for Watson. Incredible gameplay. Gaimin Gladiators, they are so hot right now.
Yeah, just waiting for the last possible moment. But are they hot enough to secure the Wisdom Rune? Yes, they are. Makes the play. Both of them, actually, there.
Yeah, no sneaky business. And they're even backstabbing this gyro, potentially. I guess Ace is pretty low on resources, so maybe not. Might just be the mid lane that Quinn gets run at by the Ogre and the Earth Spirit. Swashbuckle back up to high ground, but there's a Fire Blast and now a Dark Willow coming in. Let's see if they can finish him off, because they've got that control through the brambles, but Quinn steps back, rolled upon one more time, kicked away
Whoa.
through his shield crash. The timing from Niche.
Picture perfect, Garrett.
What can you do?
Subdiff, what can you do? I mean, that was actual 3v1, man. But if he doesn't do the perfect timing, he may live in Pango.
Yeah, could have been close. Real big kill there. The Passion UA, they're immediately going to get run out by this Lit and Nick Assassin, forcing the Dark Willow and the Ogre to respond. Ronan's going to survive. Earth Spirit with an Arcane Rune is coming down bottom pretty quickly. Let's getting closed in on. Call down from the Gyro, landing onto Ace. A roll from the Earth Spirit catches Fufu and it magnetizes there, but Quinn has Rolling Thunder. And Ace with this Starbreaker does a ton of damage onto Niche. Earth Spirit's dead. Dark Arcane Rune means nothing when he's faced by Gaimin Gladiators here with a Solar Guardian over the top of Quinn. They pummel Crystallize down, and Cracker's Ogre is realizing there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide.
That's 3 cores down and an Ogre. That's an ultra kill around the map after Watson solo kill. I mean,
How did Doom die?
it's just the traps, man. It's laning against TA, you make a wrong step, you get hit by the pre-existing trap. There's another one, level 4 meld. Unless you have billion armor, he's gonna tear you apart.
Nasty, nasty stuff.
Passion UA, they feel like marching just gyro. Oh my god, you see that?
No, I didn't. I heard it, but I didn't see it.
Just a pre-melded TA was there. A true Templar assassin. Dark Will Volksen gets one-shotted. Easy.
Just heard the noise of the meld and then the kill feed. Dark Willow dead. Gaimin Gladiators scan up top as well, trying to put the pieces together here and set up around the TA. I don't know. Watson is 6-0-0. They got first blood, then a lane kill, and I guess then 4 more kills. That makes 6. 2 plus 4. Easy maths. But the fact that he's managed to survive in some really hairy situations. 2 or 3 spots where he should have died. Weasels his way out. Now D-wards the top lane, looking to maybe defend this tier 1. While the rest of his team are applying pressure on this Earth Spirit. Passion UA don't have their primary form of initiation. He's dying in that bottom jungle. Gyrocopter now doesn't feel particularly safe down there. And they still have Solar Guardian to play top. Hillary's being gone on, rambled up, but Watson standing strong and forcing Batuk to run away.
Ooh, there's a trap. He's not gonna pop it. So they may make a commitment with the trap and the Solar Guardian. See Niche, he's trying his best to survive. Just way too many active heroes on Gaimin. The tempo they're dictating is just it's too fast. And it's not like Passion UA wants to slow it down. Their heroes also can play early game, but not at the pace the game is playing right now.
It's far too quick. nowhere to go, no time to do any of these activities they want. Earth Spirit now is thinking, I ain't got to get to my blade mail. Doom wants to get this Crimson Guard to try and tank up. They need these aura items, ways to fight back. But I guess the real culprit here, Gyrocopter, you're always waiting for one more item. I need Treads, Parking Blade, Chrysalis, Aghanims, EKB, Satanic. Finish my daedalus. This is where Gaimin Gladiators can just keep poking at you, keep exploiting the fact you're waiting for key items, go and dive under your tier 1 bottom. Gyro's going to respond though with the help of Doom. Try and look at this DA as a kill, but the Gyro's going to die first as Tofu and Quinn secure that kill. DA does fall though. Baptist gets the job done. Well, further to the left, Ace. He's being hounded here by Niche and Cracker. Gaimin Gladiators, they get slapped around by this tier 1 bottom lane. 3 heroes down, the Chain Cross now comes back in. Niche gonna magnetize, try and roll to Celery, but the Lich sidesteps it. Quinn and Celery now, the 2 men left standing here, but Ashen Yue got a fight left in them. Niche, especially this magnetize, just reapplying over and over again. Misses that roll, but he's still got spells to give if he wants to continue. Back up, Tofu's Nyx creates a barrier between them and the Pango now.
Still magnetize, still taking. Nyx will be enough to save this Pango here. Big response for Passion UA, They're not giving everything up. They have Doom, they had all the spells ready. Proved to be enough to defend these bottom towers. No.
Just had to sacrifice their Gyro. But getting that kill on TA, absolutely worth it. Now it looks like they're going to have to relinquish control of that bottom lane. Doom didn't get the memo, though. Was left stuck down there alone, trying to defend a tier 1. Cracker and Fernand's much deeper in that bottom jungle. This is now where a lot of teams kind of tighten up with a Gyro on their team, right? They would go push top tier 1, sit in front of the Gyro, let him farm Ancients, while you create a bit of a barrier. Against the Nyx, that's not so easy anymore. He just penetrates straight through your defensive lines, finds the Gyro and says, hey, global, let's get in here.
They keep playing their big jungle, farming these camps, but I agree with what you're saying. I think this first defense of the bottom tower with the Doom, with the Gyro spells was great. You get 4 kills, but then without spells you just need to mirror. And they fail to do it, so they just lose this tower for free now, on top of the Doom kill, and on top of Wrecker or...
This Fuller Guard is coming in pretty hot from Ace to finish the job. Maybe they can continue on to Niche as well, the Starbreaker and Rolling Thunder landing. Beautiful stuff from Gaimin Gladiators. Let's put it down for 30 with a double damage on Pango, another tier 1 for them. Yeah, this sequence of play really felt like it should have been top tier 1 from Passion UA. Hold your Ancients, play your high ground, because now, like you said, Gaimin Gladiators, they got tier 1 bot. They swept through bottom jungle, tier 1 mid, easy. Now they're the ones in your Ancients taking the farm that Gyro needs so desperately.
They're just dictating everything that happens on the map, while Passion UA is just respawning.
Watson and Quinn. Oh, some big damage onto this Dark Willow. Nearly dead.
Oh.
Tofu. Hey. Where are you going? Is he under vision? They've got Radiant Observer Ward on this high ground that sees the TA leaving. And a roll from the Earth Spirit. They found the Nyx Assassin. They just need some reveal. Some way to spot him, but they don't have it.
Damn it. Hog lives on.
Invincibility is invulnerability. At the very least, Passion UA take control of their Ancients again. Crystallize needs another 2,000 for the Aghanim Scepter. It's only step 3 of 10 for Gyro. Whereas Pango, Diffusal Blade done, working on his own Aghanim Scepter, still ready to fight at the drop of a hat. Orchid on Dawnbreaker is not that far away, and she already has Blade Mail, so tanky and then offering more kill threat. Here one top dies at long last, but the response is coming from Gaimin Gladiators. TP cancelled, indicating maybe we want to try and get out of here. The Doom is used on the Dawnbreaker. Ace is just straight up dead. Saw Nyx and Lit trying to get up to this top lane as quickly as they possibly could. But Watson's TA, no indication he's joining this.
I think his TP is ready. He was ready to join, but it was just a weird sequence. You know, usually Dawnbreaker.
They found the gyro.
It's an easy call.
He's just gone. Crystallized left alone. Turn around from Passion UA, desperately scrambling here to kill off Pango, but the Solar Guardian heal, that's not going to save him. He dies in the end, but the big damage out of Ace clears through Fernandes, looks for the Doom now. Ellery's Lich getting gone on by Niche and Cracker, but Watson keep it up here. Finally ready to push the damage. Ogre on the run, but a triple kill for Ace secures another victory for Gaimin Gladiators.
Had a very early buyback from Dawnbreaker, but a great player like Ace makes this call. You know, it was weird that he was top at the first place, not joining this play with the ultimate, but then it kind of weirdly sequenced into him being able to buy back with still already ultimate and turning the fight around. At the end of the day, it's well worth it.
Still gets his Orchid. Still pretty distant from any kind of BKB. Or Gyro or Doom or Earth Spirit. Ace with Quinn yet again pairing up. Kill off a Dark Willow. Bottom jungle not safe anymore, and Niche realizing should be rolling away from this. Grabs a water rune from the little well. Tofu and Celery, though, they're on his tail here. Cancel the roll. He's been caught out. He's dead. Tofu with that timing.
The assassins. They're working together. The Nyx and the Frost.
Stabbing into the darkness.
Where does the turnaround come from, you know? You have this BKB, you have the Crimson, eggs on Crystallized. Still, you need a little bit of an unfair fight. Seems like you just go straight 5v5 with all spells ready for gaming. No Rolling Thunder. That's your chance, you know. If you get your Doom off on this Quinn before he gets any spells off, way to go.
It just feels like after that laning stage, and then Crystallized dying a couple of big important fights in a row, Gyro just feels like he's an item behind. And in this kind of game where he is the carry of Passion UA versus Tricore of Gaimin Gladiators, you need Gyro to be top of the net worth. Crystallized just isn't there right now, but get down to Earth and Doom to try and find these opening moves.
No Blink Dagger is so hard to catch up on this Pango. Yes, usually in these qualifiers, couple of games we did together, we saw Gyro like do very well for first, like for the laning stage, right? Then he would make 1 or 2 rotations pre 30-40 minutes. That would also work, and then he would kind of AFK farm until next 2 items. And the lane went okay, but these rotations didn't work out for Crystallized. He kind of fed in. Rolling Thunder!
There's a big one from Quinn. Right onto Doom and the Earth Spirit, the big targets to go for. You're going to catch them with the Solar Guardian over the top. Ace is there. Niche about to die to Watson on the left-hand side, while the rest of Gaimin Gladiators are chasing the Gyro. Crystallized very low. TP home. No stuns in time. They get out of there with the Gyro and the Ogre, but this Earth Spirit and Doom immediately evaporating that jump from Quinn.
That was picture perfect. Yeah, that was oddly satisfying to see. Like him rolling onto them and then shield crashing on the high ground. Queen Pango, you know. Queen Pango thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Ellery's going to walk away from the Ogre mid. Yeah, I don't know. Just keep coming back, clicking on Gyro and kind of wishing he had BKB already. Wishing he was on his way to that Daedalus Satanic.
Yeah, really hero pace. That's the whole point of this hero.
Yeah. It's not just the TA matchup, right? It's like Pango and Dawnbreaker are both at or ahead your net worth. This Dawnbreaker brings the pain. Gold. A lot of kill threat, and heading into Sand and Yasha on Ace, gonna make it even tankier, especially against that Doom.
Wrecker will get fire shield. It will help heal these fights. And the cape. Watch this health strike. Any more capes on the passion UA?
And the Gospel Cape's pretty good, huh?
The item. Ooh, Solar Guardian ready. Do they go as two?
They do. And his
Yeah,
Gyro's
dude.
dead. There's no way out for Crystallize.
I was already
All
kind of missing
alone.
like 30% HP before they even made a go from the ancient stack. He cleared.
And then mid lane as well. Quinn goes back in with another Rolling Thunder. Five Blades flash off of the TA trap. Hits Patrick in the back of the head. He's going to pop the drums and try and roll away, but this Frost Shield Pango slows him down, and TA with another big clap takes him out. Now the Earth Spirit, who's rolled in here to try and save his buddy, he's also got to roll away from danger, while Ace gets used up by the Dark Willow. Bashing away back to hiding in their base with another couple of heroes dead. He's going to just have to give this map to Gaimin Gladiators again, who are already 12k ahead.
I don't know if it's just me, Garrett, or there's something about gaming this game. Even this melt, flash to the trap, to burst the Doom down. It just looks freaking cool, you know? Like, I don't know. I keep saying satisfying. I don't know, maybe
It's like
there's a
watching
better term.
ballet, you know?
Like, oh my god, he dumpstered him real good, you know?
But it's also beautiful at the same time. Oh, Villa nearly gets zapped by the Nyx, but there's a Gyro and an Ogre here to protect her. They turn onto Tofu, who does kill the Dark Willow, but dies for it in the end.
Something
Yeah,
at
you know, it's
least.
like watching people do ballet, and you know, it's a very beautiful movement. They're dancing, but then also understanding the physical strain that it takes to learn and then pull off these moves. That's what Watson's doing. What Finn's doing. A little pirouette here around the gyrocopter as they come in with the Solar Guardian, and that Orchid from Ace. Tons of damage to bring Crystallized down yet again. Like, look at the Doom and the Ogre. They're wandering around like headless chickens wondering, what do we do? How do we save this Gyro? We can't. We cannot save the Gyro. We stuck around too long. Trying to fight back and protect Crystallize is going to lose another couple of lives.
Yeah. Flashing through his traps. I mean, that Doom did absolutely nothing. You know? Like, not even close.
Pretty much just wandering around in circles.
Zap.
Well, that was a Dark Willow. Yep. And it's Roshan time for Gaimin Gladiators. 15 seconds before he swaps over the dark side. They'll have it before that happens. Aegis for Watson. Nine, 1, and 5. Spectacular performance out of this TA. Top lane. Just simple. Easy as you like. They see an enemy hero. They go on enemy hero. Then that enemy hero dies. You know, you got to try and run back to base now.
Speed they can bring is just with the Nyx Dawnbreaker. That's why we praise this combination during the draft. It's just all over the place. Look at this is the picture that's painted for you. They're just hugging their tier 2 tower, this one single obs they have on the high ground, and like hoping for the best.
Oh my god, it's a Daedalus done now. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage, most definitely.
Gyro is still 500 gold away from BKB. Crystallize going to call down that bottom lane while his teammates, they're being eyed up. Nick's assassin, he's got a piece of paper and a pencil, and he's writing all their names down. A nice dinner menu here of Ogre Magi, Earth Spirit. They wanted to come over and fight them. Tofu says, no, I've got Dagon recipes on my courier. I'm going to level up my Dagon to 4. Then I'll come back, then I'll kill you. Dark Willow alert. Dark Willow alert. Dark... watch that happening.
Which Dark Willow?
It's gone.
I mean, he was sitting on the sobs in triangle for like 2 minutes, and he was like, okay, I cannot take this anymore. He leaves for a second.
Yeah,
and
it immediately dies.
exploded.
Oh, I laugh because I know the pain that he's feeling.
It's just misery. With Dark Willow dead, when heroes are in the base, they get the control of the single area of the map that Passionate held, and Passionate, they had enough. 5-man smoke.
Let's go.
Pray, hope for the best.
Find someone, kill someone, catch someone. Ace,
Stop.
this.
Wait.
He's got away. Come back. Passion, you still have the high ground here.
Look at the
Now-
angle here. He's making a swipe. He's backstabbing them.
He's all the way in behind, right onto the gyro and the willow in the back. Crashing in onto Passion away, killing off Willow immediately, while the Templar Assassin makes her way towards the Doom. All down prone though, and an Earth Spirit in onto what? TA. Time to lose a bit of HP here, as Aegis for a second life will emerge, while Ace, the Dawnbreaker, evaporates some of the damage of Crystallize. This gyro, this is out serious damage, while Niche, he's trying to jump a little deeper back onto Watson. Passion away, they're on this TA, they've got the damage, and they've got a double kill for Niche. Now, Gaimin Gladiators, they've just been shredded here by the Radiant Tormentor area. 3 cores down, Celery about to fall to the Dark Willow, who gets some revenge, and Tofu killed off too.
Team wipe. What a turnaround. All it took is one Dark Willow buyback.
What can you do?
Earth Spirit and Gyro, they did so much damage. This triple BKB finally paying out. You know, they were struggling playing them up. And it came down to the 5v5. You know, the Pango kind of rolled on his own. Dawnbreaker instantly got doomed after the ulti. You know, the Doom didn't panic and doom anyone else. Actually, it's showing they have what it takes if it's a 5v5 honorable fight without bugs.
No bug scouting.
Without bugs flying around killing us.
Put up mosquito nets all around their ancients. Crystallize got to feel pretty good now. Finally a fight he joins, gets stuff done, doesn't die. All thanks to BKB. And now he's on track. Oh, now he's back on track for Satanic, Daedalus. Of course, he's got this Bloodlust Solar Crest behind him.
Unlucky.
What do you mean unlucky?
He's just bullying him.
What can you do kind of situation?
All the police. This man needs to be arrested for bullying this Dark Willow. Probably the 4th, 5th time we saw that happen. Gem of Truesight, soon to be picked up on Ogre. Then it's definitely gonna help against this Nyx.
I mean, make no mistake, they're still 16k behind. Did make a pretty nice dent in the, what, 22k lead? So it was about a 6,000 net worth swing over towards Passion UA. That's giving Gyro a lot of money, getting towards that Satanic. Earth Spirit with Shiver's Guard done. The Doom bought his Midas again. We can start getting a bit of value out of that in this waiting period. But Gaimin Gladiators are still looking for that, you know, next round of items that they are already ahead of them. Like TA has been entering these fights without any protection, really, right? With Watson going BKB next, that's going to offer a hell of a lot here for Gaimin Gladiators, alongside an Assault Cuirass for the Dawnbreaker. She starts working on her BKB. They get these team fight winning abilities that are all of a sudden going to stop Passion away from having any chance of fighting back.
Yeah, they just make a realization while we watch roll on the bottom.
They get the Doom. I mean, Niche is in here, fighting back, killing Tofu with his BKB magnetized going. Quinn gonna roll out, but he passes into the crystals, back in towards Crystallize. That's gonna swashbuckle a bit of distance away, but the roll and the kick back in is gonna kill off Quinn. Double kill for the Pango. Yes, he gets a couple on the way out, but they lose the Nyx and Pango down here.
I would say a favorable trade for Passion. They get to not use Doom there.
Yeah.
I say get, he gets picked off first, that's why he didn't use it, but you see in the fight recap, good exchange for them. And you know, the problem, the Earth Spirit is a big problem. As you said, BKBs were not ready, and as long as there's no BKBs, this Earth Spirit and Gyro, they dish out so much combined damage, you know. Not only magic, but there's also right click damage from Gyro. All that up, you cannot just go in and fight it head face.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's always the big question, though. What do you do next? You win a team fight on your doorstep. The next step is going to push out waves, try and find a new spot on the map to play.
I mean, you just need to deal with these waves, these traps, and the observer ward. You just regain area that you kind of figure out is going to be a next point of contention, and you know, Rosh is possibly 50 seconds away. You know, you want to clear out this area. Trap on the gates, so you clear out this area and prepare for this next objective, which will be kind of slow one, 2 minutes.
That's gonna be.
It's good for gaming, right? To finish up the BKBs.
It's also Dire Roche, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's gonna start Radiant side, but then switch to Dire.
And you know, the third eye, it's gonna let gaming know.
Yeah,
They don't have to worry about this part of the map. The Roche will be top.
Yeah, they can say screw it. Passion away their smoke. They're running around, you know, Scooby-Doo style, running through this door, that door, coming out the door behind themselves. They don't find anyone. Tofu's Nyx did a big loop around, and now Gaimin Gladiators scan the Roche pit, but they know it's not alive.
They're also sitting on top of this on top of this trap. That's so much vision. I mean, this when someone says, okay, they killed the trap, this sound tells me that TA innate ability is useless. I'm gonna show them this game. I'm gonna show them this game. Like, one team is next to the pit, just like kind of, you know, waiting for it to spawn, and the other one is like easy peasy.
That's pretty funny. Did you? I think it was Liquid at Bangkok. Did you see their games where Liquid were picking Oracle TA Undying? Because they were basically just abusing game mechanics, where they knew whatever the rune was spawning, they knew when Roshan was spawning, and then they had Undying, who was respawning. There's a second life on his Undying. 3 heroes who I feel just have broken innate abilities that are kind of funny. Like, kind of funny and bad in pub play, but so broken in competitive games sometimes.
I mean, these innate abilities, I think they're very strong. And, you know, it helps to have a TA and Oracle specialist on your team, you know. Mika and Insania. Very good at. Passion UA will realize that Rosh will flop houses. And they will TP out and smoke.
You eventually realize why haven't Gaimin Gladiators come here? If they're not here,
then they know.
They know something's up. Tofu, perfect position. He's not even going to get scouted either. Breaks the smoke, backs up, and the Gaimin Gladiators, they're the ones within reach to strike. Nyx scouts the gyrocopter. Crystallize, he's been spotted. Don't know if they've seen Tofu there, but Crystallize stepping back as Quinn moves in again, going deep. zoning out the Doom for now.
A little bit of
Cracker.
a disconnection.
Pronouns trying to run away as the Solar Guardian will land on nobody. Yeah, Gaimin Gladiator is not really tying this together with the Rolling Thunder nicely, and this has allowed Niche to roll in deep. Right onto Ace, Doom as well to the backlines as well, forcing Quinn to try and swashbuckle back away to the high ground. Chaos ensues as they throw the Doom over to the TA, but she's already jumped up to the high ground in the jungle. Now kicking the Lich back, the Chain Frost bouncing, nearly kills off Battle's Doom. There's Quinn. Slays the Doom, gets to pick off finally, while Nick surrounded by 4 heroes to the other side of the river. 2 supports and a buyback on Lich for a kill on the Doom as Roshan respawns and wonders what all the noise is.
And pretty much every single spell exchange beside the Gyro BKB, I would say. Everything else was used. This definitely favors Gaimin as no Doom. I feel like there's no fight. No. Is this a third rush? Get the Aghanims, I think.
Second Roche?
Third rush? I think it's the second one, no eggs.
Yeah, the fact that Watson was able to kind of get away with the Doom on him there.
Yeah, I think it also paints the picture that Gaimin is in a very good position if they can kind of mess up the Solar Guardian and Rolling Thunder and still get on like an equal exchange before the rush. You know, after the rush is much better for them, but
It's such a wild low ground fight, you know? So
Like-
often we have these like very high caliber teams kind of fight on an even playing field, right? Either you're waiting on a high ground for enemies to come to you, or you're all going to fight on some kind of level battlefield. Here it was like both teams going down into the river. Super chaotic, and then you know one team gets back up to high ground, they wait a second, return back in. You're going to use this moment to go take the Tormentor. Shard for the Doom. It is very frustrating playing against the TA. Looking at the map, red dots littering the entirety of the map, and all the lanes pushing in towards the Radiant base.
now the next equation is how to use these ages, how to breach the high ground. I don't think they will dare to just straight up go because of all the things Passion has to throw back at them, and how they can poke them. They'll just try to poke them out of resources, make sure they're all in base, get these pickoffs, and it's gonna be up to Passion UA how they can leave base, because this is kind of what happened game 1. Not this late in the game, but you know, they kind of got stuck in their base as 5, and then they just kept losing all resources on the map.
I think now it probably helps that their most experienced player, their carry, Crystallize, is the one on a hero that leads, right? Spectre, maybe you can lead somewhat, but you're still relying on your other heroes to go in and do stuff. Gyro right now, he is the strongest hero for Passion UA, maybe the strongest hero on the map, honestly. 3rd in net worth, but still packs a punch, having Daedalus completed now. Crystallize is the big bad boy that Gaimin Gladiators kind of have to deal with. And Passion UA can play off the back of that. Defend the Gyro. That's the name of the game. And what are we looking for? If they find the Pango pre-roll, we can doom him. But we're ideally dooming the TA in fight.
Look at the drawing on the minimap from TA. He knows exactly where they are with so many traps around the map. You kind of identify.
They've got CCTV. It's like London. There's just cameras everywhere. Can't do anything without the government seeing you. Yeah, he's got the 3rd eye, but he's also Big Brother. Now the Dawnbreaker, of course, gives vision of the entire map. When it's daytime, Break of Dawn sees everything. Niche, a bit of a roll out of base, seeing what's going on down there. Passion UA, you know, very much bunkered down in their base right now, thinking of a way to escape with a smoke. Maybe they can get out of the base and find a pick-off to reset their lanes. Angle here would be a good pick-off if they can find him.
If Link's back, might just end up.
The smoke on the ogre. Oh my god, it's so close. It's so close. Oh, there it is. Hello.
Ango has no idea. He's gonna blink straight in them. Oh, he sees them on the trap. Moves
Is he
away.
out? Sparkle silence. Kick. Can I catch him here with the Doom chasing? He's up on high ground. No way. No way. He's rolling and TPing out of this. You are not allowed to escape Quinn, my man. What a way out of there. Easy. And then you look high ground top lane. TA with catapults behind her. Oh god, the siege party is here. Very tense moment. Gaimin Gladiators kind of on the verge of victory, but I feel like we can never count out a gyrocopter. There's always stuff like divine rapiers in his future.
Eventually. But how many divines will Gaimin have at that point if the game keeps like going like this? You know, the Falcon's Tundra approach is just farm while enemy suffers in the base. It's just hard to leave the base versus these traps and nicks. You have the Gem of True Sight, but still, it almost guarantees. Ooh, that's a good one.
They find the Pango, but he's got backup here. Meld Strike, a Bash, and the Doom forced to run away. His BKB has expired. That gives the Frost Assassin the chance to come in with the Icy Fire and the Chain Frost, while at the front of the fight, the Dawnbreaker's in, and this Rolling Thunder crashed on the Cracker's Ogre. I'll pick up another kill on a support, while Pango goes pretty wild past the tier 3s. Quinn's going to realize that's not where he ideally wants to be anymore. Just turns away from any
Take
kind
it
of-
back, Garrett. That was not a good Doom. That was a desperate Doom. He was tired. He didn't use his ability for the last 10 minutes, so he just kind of flinched on a first opportunity he had. It was just way too deep. There's no follow-up damage.
Well, it's like if you take a snapshot of him doing Pango at this period of the game and ignore everything else, I think it was a good Doom. But yeah, his teammates being nowhere nearby definitely didn't help.
Banner place. Pressure ready for Pango here still, I think.
TA with pretty long range here.
No Aegis, but without Doom, not much to worry about.
Quinn, now the Rolling Thunder straight towards the door. Dark Willow.
That's the refresher,
A
so
lot of damage. Nearly finishes her off. Good Yules. Quinn gonna roll around again
Oh my
as
God.
they move straight into the niche and nearly annihilate him with the physical damage. Barely makes his way back to Fountain, but now the Dark Willow's dead, and so you're building. Now Iraq falls. And Gaimin Gladiators going to respect Passion UA's hold here. They fall back to a little high ground in that bottom jungle. That's the way not going to face.
if you're patching UA, you have to use the downtime of this refresher, because that was just nasty. You have the Doom, no refresher. Pango was in between Rolling Thunder and Roll Up Shard. He was rolling for like 20 plus seconds. That was just insane. Like they just couldn't do anything about it.
Especially the heroes with no BKB. Like this poor Ogre and Dark Willow. They Yules, they go Scepter, they try and hide. You can't escape Quinn. No refresher for 70 seconds. Roshan up in a minute 45. So Gaimin Gladiator is going to know that it is, again, Dire Side Roche. Top left corner, that's their home for the next couple of minutes. And they can just wait and see what Passion brings to them. Keep this high ground ward going. Use this Nyx Assassin with a gem to remove all of Passion's vision. Right now, there's only one spot for the Radiant to play from, and that's this Radiant Triangle. Play from your Ancients, play from this high ground ward you've got. Passion are just hoping Gaimin Gladiator is going to throw things away and run at them right now.
Oh, that's a big kickoff.
The Doom gets his BKB.
There's no buyback.
1,152 crit damage from the TA. Fair enough. Yeah, 70 seconds, no doom. Every lane gonna get shoved. Celery is even down bottom, pushing that third lane. Pango, Dawn mid, TA Nick's top. All the creeps are dead. That tier 3 top lane. TA's coming for it.
15 seconds for double roll. Might just do the same. Played a little bit safe, respect the Doom buyback, but well, until he, of course, he's not gonna buy because he doesn't have one. Until they shows up, they will not stop it. Here comes Pango.
Forcing the BKB so quickly. And now Gaimin Gladiators don't have to commit to this. They can back up, wait for that BKB to expire, come back in with Watson and his catapults once more. Try and kick some boulders across here, but the range barracks are dropping very quickly. Glyph used up by Passion to try and defend this top lane, and for now it's going to rebuff the efforts of Gaimin Gladiators.
Of course, they know the rush is up. Use the glyph, no BKB. Maybe we could have risked it, but why, Garrett? Why not go get yourself 3 Aghanims from the rush? Just come back and siege.
And just go do all the chill, slow, easy stuff. There's Tormentor, there's Wisdom Rune. There are Wisdom Runes. There are 2 over on that right side of the map. Some goodies to go and gather. Farms.
Takes the axe. Will be the Dawnbreaker.
Solar Guardian upgrade's pretty good.
With that, he overtakes DA on the net worth chart. 38,000 net worth for this Dawnbreaker. Again, Passionway in this hill of the game, I would say. They spend more time there than anywhere else. Hoping Gaimin runs into them, but
honestly, it's good understanding of their best chance, right? If they're in their base and the towers just die, that's not a chance. Playing from this little platform, it gives them, you know, plus 5% or something.
it also proves that if you're experienced enough, if you're a smart enough team of like Gaimin is, you don't have to own 100% of the map. You can give them this corner of the map and own everything else. Eventually, they'll have to leave it, you know? Just, it only works. They'll leave it. They'll find and smoke. So the TA. You know where everybody else is, but Dawnbreaker, Aghanim, Scepter already. What needs to happen, Garrett, for them to win this fight? I don't know.
It's got to be some wild sequence of events. They've got to do the Pango pre-roll, kill him, then go on the TA, kill her. But they're going to miss out on everyone completely. They've swept in behind Gaimin Gladiators so far that they're now in front of them. Gaimin just move up top.
Yeah, as soon as they show bottom, they just switch the positions, keyword this triangle. Back to sieging.
Just playing keep away. And then Dawnbreaker.
See Pango!
Oh, jump. Doom, and up. The Nyx is out of there. Achuk trying to run out as the Solar Guardian comes in. TA and Lich saved up by this Dawnbreaker who's going to land on the third, crashing down onto Patrick. And Crystal is in trouble, trying to heal up. The six hammer's going to work, but he's realizing now he's out of gas. Gaimin Gladiators have got the numbers, take down the gyro. They'll buy back snappily here to return to the battlefield, but his Earth Spirit has fallen. Ogre and Gyro spend the money to return. But Quinn's Pango charging into all the fountains, zoning them away, herding them back into the well and dodging from any of their control. They've now lost 2 full sets of barracks. Watson trying to work on a third. The sinister gaze in the Earth Spirit there catches niche as he tries to initiate. Ace falling back as the Gyrocopter does reign supreme for now, holding on to this mid lane of barracks. Passion have one more hope, and it's all centered around Crystallize. Try and stay alive, try and hold.
That was already a 45 seconds ago, but what was the Pango reaction on the initial jump? That was Quinn locked in. Like instant roll up, dodging this initiation.
Because he knew just as well as we did. The only way that Passion kind of get back into this through a team fight is by dooming him.
Yeah, but you know, it's not like he pre-did it. So he waited for them to pull the trigger and then did it. That was just amazing to watch, and you use all your buybacks to stay alive in this game. You're 56,000 gold behind. You don't give up because you're Passion UA. You don't give up that easily, you know. You'll still stay and try, but it seems like a very
Inevitability is calling.
4% is kind of, how to say, it's a little bit more than you would
Generous?
expect. Generous is the word. Thank you, Garrett. Generous is the word.
4% is generous. I didn't want to help you finish that sentence, but I felt obliged. Poor Passion. I'm sure that 4% can do for them. 56k lead for Gaimin Gladiators, but a lane of barracks and tier 4s and a dream of a gyro rapier is what Passion UA are looking for right now. How far away is he from it? Not that far away. Is it 5,600? So he needs 500 more.
He has it.
You just sell
Needs to
something?
Bring it. He sold the portrait.
Make or break. No doom.
Again.
Atuk, no. He's kicked away. Saved for now. Niche in trouble. And Batuk's still going to get the doom out before dying, but he's gone for 70 seconds. And Crystallize, who just got the rapier, trying to chase down this Pangolier, might be able to catch up with the help of Niche to kill off Quinn. Now Watson, he is exposed to this rapier gyro. Crystallize comes out with a couple of big core kills and holds the high ground.
2 really big kills. You know, it looked like again, Doom will just get picked off. They will kill them right after, all of them, but Doom gets the BKB out, manages to doom the Pango, and then Pyro comes in and cleans the house. No Aegis on TA. Maybe 4% was not too generous. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe a little. But
No. It was the kids who were wrong. Fonan's dead once again to this Nyx. Gyro still has a little bit of room to grow. Oh yeah, we've got Lich Chain Frost, unlimited bounces. Level 25 Lich. Oh yeah. Level 25 Nyx, 600 Mind Flare radius. Red Gyro, can still upgrade the Aghanim's to the Blessing, get a Swift Blink in there, maybe even go for more Rapiers. Gaimin Gladiator is kind of getting slotted right now. Ace is buying a Moon Shard because he can't really progress his inventory anymore. TA is looking for a Rapier of her own. And Pango, I guess, is going to swap out Treads, upgrade the Aghanim Scepter for a Lincoln Sphere.
bunch of first world problems, Garrett. Tell me more about it. Oh. Too many items.
Meanwhile, Doom is, buying Midas again. He wants to keep scaling. Come on.
It's also gonna help a lot when it comes to mid 60, right?
For the items, yeah.
Yeah. You wanna get these tier 5 items as soon as possible, but
True,
will
true.
we live to see mid 60?
I'm not
5
sure
minutes
we
more.
will. Gaimin Gladiators are coming to finish this one off.
Rapier is there on Gyro. Hope is there.
Quinn is in. Again, he's just very boldly rolling straight in towards this Pyro and Ogre. Meanwhile, Watson kills off the buildings, but Nish can catch onto Tofu while the Doom launches himself onto Watson. They force TA to try and run away. Tofu's dead. Well, the Guardian going to try and turn us around now for Gaimin Gladiators as the Doom gets shredded by the TA. They turn back onto Watson, though, who's lost half his HP, and he's burst down by the Gyro, and his physical damage crystallized, grabs a double kill, and they force Gaimin Gladiators to scatter. Pangolier now trying to get to low ground with a little movement away and down, but it's a triple kill for Crystallize, gets the range to hit him. And as Blink Dagger Gyro just chasing and gunning people down over and over again, as a melee rack is still standing in that mid lane somehow.
Crystallize is doing it, Garrett. They're gonna force some buybacks here, I think. Well, yes, Lich is there with the Frost Shield, but can they get this Mega Creep somehow? Rex is 200 HP. Is Nyx looking at Nyx? Jumps in?
Oh, is he gonna finish it? Trying to force step away?
Oh.
Kick the roll, the magnetize,
Oh,
the
he's
damage
not
on the
gonna
Nyx, and he's dead. 100 HP remaining on the barracks.
That's a dieback, Garrett.
Oh my god,
Now
you're
they're
right.
4
2 minutes. And Roshan's alive.
Oh.
Where was Celery? Celery didn't join him. So Dark Willow's going to go and scout Roshan. There's a banner on the floor. Gyro goes, grabs the bounty, and can sprint over there with his blink dagger, pretty speedy. Gets across the map. And we're going to see if Gaimin Gladiators want to stop this, because they know that Roche is alive, but they don't want to buy back on TA and Dawnbreaker, who are 10 seconds away from respawning.
Dire Rush, so we could potentially bring 3 heroes here. After what just happened, are you willing to risk so much? Ooh, unlimited bounces.
That's your Ice Spire, but the Chain Frost is not going Celery's way. Dawnbreaker jumps north. They give up on the kill on Doom, while Roshan gets killed by Crystallize. So Aegis for him, Aghanim Scepter for the Dark Willow. She can hand that over if she wants to. Dawnbreaker and Lich. Well, Tasteless Doom. Extended follow through, and now they know you're right. There's no BKB. So he's dead, but with buyback this time. And the melee racks mid from 100 HP back to 500.
I was very wrong, Gareth, about the win probability. I just keep thinking about it. I mean,
It's gonna give you nightmares.
Everything is looking impossible now. With this, what was it? It was like 56, 57k lead.
Yeah.
Now we're down to 29. It's like, what a turnaround. Now Aegis going to Swift Blink level 28
Second
on both.
rapier.
Oh. Screw the Swift Blink. I like
More
it.
damage. Quinn rolling. He's crystallized here and flips in with the Rolling Thunder. Watson to jump in and finish the building as well. So BKB extended by the TA to get mega creeps. Gaimin Gladiator is going to now try and rely on their map presence, but Passion sends blood in the water, and this TA is dead. Chase forward, looking for a little +1. The Dawnbreaker is going to give it to them by Solar Guarding in.
He has no TP.
Can't TP out, BKB'd up, but very difficult for him to run away with a catch they've got from Passion away. Another couple of core kills, but they did lose that final Baron.
I'm trying to think if this was worth it. Depends on what happens next, but we can go mid or something out. Probably. It's kind of 50-50. It's really nice to have a mega creeps and like it'll help you play them up better, but still you're feeding so much gold to this gyro. He's
got 2 rapiers,
he's got
man.
2.
He's got a lot of hats, and they wobble when he does the barrel roll. That's a good rune for a gyrocopter. Minute 59, and you were asking, do we get to see minute 60 in these next level of neutral items? And I said no, I don't think so, because I thought Gaimin Gladiators were going to end the game, but it might be because Passion UA are about to end the game. They've got a big fat gyro doing over 1,000 damage per hit pre-crit. Tier 3 tower glyphed up last moment here, but they've got Radiant Banner, Radiant Creep Wave, Crystallized Front Lining, and Gaimin Gladiators. No TA for 10, no Dawnbreaker for 20. Rolling Thunder in from Quinn to try and hold this gyro back and limit the damage being dealt, buying time the TA to respawn, while that Chain Frost Ice Spire nearly kills him off. Crystallized dead the first time to the Nyx. Gets the catch in the backlines while over in a Radiant base, but be careful of the creeps. Gaimin Gladiators know the push is on. Crystallize has to commit to something. Either fight or run. Trying to reset now with Batuk and Niche. Failing away, that Sinister Gaze drags him back for a second while Tofu scouts out the gyro, the BKB, the turnaround play. Crystallize with the damage. Outdoes Nick's assassin. And now looks at Ace. A big kill here on the Dawnbreaker if they can get it. Oka, meanwhile, still in that dire base. Turns around, whacks Watson as the TA's forced to BKB and run back. Passion UA are still in this dire base. Still looking at tier 4 towers. Nick's assassin is dead for 80. While the Dawnbreaker fails to secure a kill on Niche. There's BKB Earth Spirit up in their face, rolling back across to protect Crystallize, who's nearly done Quinn in, finishes him off.
They're all dying.
Buybacks from Gaimin Gladiators is required now. Passion UA are going to run away. Dark Willow in the Radiant base is struggling to deal with creeps.
Comeback of a century, Garrett. This Gyro, they have to deal with him, but he's not dying unless like 5 heroes synergize to kill him, and they're not bringing all the numbers, and this is the biggest comeback I have seen in a while. It's just a matter of question if they can complete it. The dark oh, they're pointing out they used the glyph.
Oh, the Radiant have no glyph.
Ooh, that's an angle.
Radiant's ancient is under attack.
3 minutes cooldown.
Aim and get there, because if they can't, all they have to do is stop the gyro from hitting for a few seconds.
Magic Lamp Gyro, Mirror Shield on the Dawnbreaker.
I think they changed their approach, Garrett. I think they're not fighting this gyro anymore.
They're just going to end.
They have glyph and gyro doesn't, so that's a very, very big advantage.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the Doom
Oh,
and
this
the
is so
Earth Spirit.
intense.
Boots of Travel ready to go and strike. Here, 4 tower in the dire base dead. It was 9 HP.
Has fallen.
You just need to
In they
cancel the
go.
gyro TP. Can they do
Onto
it?
the throne. Damage from Gaimin Gladiators. Looks like it might be enough. They're just hitting the Ancient and they're going to bring
It's
it
over.
down. Oh my god. They call GG at the end because there is a surprise disaster. What happened? Ash and UA almost, but Gaimin Gladiators